duck's guts. G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Fred here from Cleany Garage. It's a Saturday, we're working on cars. We'll just fixed the Getz, got the coilovers fitted in it, fixed some leaky CV joints. But today, it's all about accident repair damage to the VE. And let's take you through how we fix a broken bar. See you in a second. So you've seen from the thumbnail, there's a bit of carnage here. So the damage was, again, I've mentioned numerous times, but I reversed into the Armco at Wakefield Park. So I've destroyed our rear bar essentially. So this is what it looks like without the rear bar on, and she looks like a bit of an exoskeleton. I pushed in all that side in here. I snapped our wiring. Our auto electrician has since come and re-soldered and refixed that. And we've hooked up the lights and we know that they work. So the wiring is done, thank God. Didn't want to leave that for me and Frankie. Anyway, we have got the rear bar painted, ready to go. Let's take in and show you a look. Here's the rear bar. 150 bucks from our local wrecker, and it's all been painted up in our matte black to match Black Betty's paint job. So we will match all this up and get it going, and that'll be good fun. It's quite a good bar. We also had a bit of special person scratches on the side here that we've managed to fix. Those bushes jump out of anywhere, and car park spaces. But this one also had a ton of, well, the old bar had a ton of white paint all over it, so it's good to get a nice fresh bar with no scratches and no paint. Mackenzie! Isn't that right, Mackenzie? Keeping an eye out for lizards? Good girl. The other repair job we'll take you through is our side skirt, and these are really good fun getting them in and out. Showing that side at the moment, she's obviously off, but yeah, you end up busting clips and breaking brackets. We'll show you how to do that and avoid the mistakes that me and Frankie made, because apart from some Phillips head screws, which are the easy bit, the clips on the inside of these housings here are an absolute nightmare, particularly if the car's been out in the sun. But anyway, we'll show you how to get the side skirt back on, and I think I can hear young Frankie coming back in the Getz. All right, Frankie, so let's start with the side skirt here, and this is a bit of an issue with broken plastic clips and stuff, so take us through where to start and what not to break.
Well, it's a bit hard not to break stuff. And even if you're careful, which of course we weren't,
no.
Some brutal person went and tore these off pretty much.
Right.
And even if you're really gentle, you tend to break all of these stupid plastic clips.
So which one goes in which housing?
Okay, for a ute, there's only these clips and these black clips, and these go into the bottom of the sill, and that's them there, and they just push in like this.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then, of course, you broke all but 2 of them.
That's right.
And I went and got some second handies from the wreckers, and I broke quite a few, so I sort of understand. I think you need to push the top part of the sill out first, and then take this one out sort of sideways. But it doesn't seem like there's any way to get them off that's easy and doesn't break them all, so you need to buy some.
So 2 different types of clips. Let's show everyone how we actually remount it on, and hopefully we don't break them on the way in. All right, Frankie, so you've got that side skirt clipped in there, and you've got to use a nice little implement to get in behind that wheel then, haven't you?
Yeah, it's very, very tight. Probably easy to do it with the wheel off.
Yeah.
But we'll do the best we can.
So you've got 2 little self-tappers for that?
Yeah, on the end of the skirt.
Yep.
And I've managed to break one of the clips.
Oh, no.
It's fantastic. But
It's all
we'll
right.
worry about that another day, I think.
Righto. So, we're just got to get the front of the skirt flush here, and again, the same thing. You got 2 little self-tappers that go right in there.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is good fun, Frankie, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is.
So you got 2 little self-tappers on that one too.
Yeah, we've removed the inner guard, so there's less to go into, but hopefully she'll mount up, and it doesn't feel exactly right.
That's all right. We're going to be tearing it off on the ripple strips at Wakefield anyway.
That's true.
And after we finish that side skirt, we're into this back end. I think everyone's sort of seen the damage from the previous bar, and there it is. A massive big split in it that I did. That was good fun. It wasn't embarrassing at all, was it, Frankie?
Not at all.
No.
No one saw it.
No, that's
Didn't
all.
happen.
Well, I was blaming it on a helmet and a Sparco seat, and I couldn't see behind it. So anyway, I'll stick with that story. All good. All right, Frankie, so before we get the bar on, let's make sure we can get the light and get everything lined up first. So what are you going to do first?
Yeah, I'll put this harness on. We've got some extra little dopey wires here, which I'm guessing is some sort of earth that someone's added. I don't know what for. We'll leave them on, and
maybe a subwoofer or some playing some heavy metal music or something.
could be, you wouldn't know.
No.
And we'll just get it sitting in there and tighten it up with these little big dopey long bolts. These are the
Oh yeah.
the nuts, sorry, that go on the end here, and you screw them up. That's a bit of fun for little hands.
Right.
That should be right. And then
All
put
right.
our bar on.
Let's mock up this light. Okay. Put the plug in. Now it's a matter of lining him up.
Oh, get there you go.
Get. Go on, get. Now, Frankie, the one drama we do have now that that light's in is that with my bit of mischief, that this plastic shroud on the bottom here has dropped a bit, hasn't it? It's come away from the chassis of the car.
Yeah, someone chopped it in half, haven't they?
Yeah, I did that. So that really should go in like that. So we might have to do a bit of mocking up as we put the bar in. All right, Frankie, so at the back of those lights there, you've got a couple of little nuts.
Yeah, just nip them up. They're just plastic, so
Yeah.
just a little nip. Make sure your tail lamp is snugged down properly.
Yep.
Oh, get out of there.
And of course,
They're 13 mil.
13 mil. And the main reason we're doing this is you've got to get rid of this access panel to get to all this good stuff here.
Yeah, I think this dopey line has got to come out, doesn't it? It's beautiful, but
Well, I think this line has been particularly well maintained, and it's part of one of the features of the car, Frankie, is spilled paint.
yeah, I think the tradesman might have gone a little bit faster around the corner and dropped his house paint over that. That's okay.
Probably not his fault.
No.
Far out, Frankie. That's particularly looking like a bought one, isn't it?
Would you even know some maniacs hit the arm code?
Oh, geez, I'm never going to live that down, am I?
No.
No. And you've done a beautiful job here of a bit of panel work, and obviously we'll do a little bit more on that and fix that up. But the arm code just comes straight in between this gap in here, and like when it happened, I actually thought we'd be up for a lot more damage than what we sustained, Frankie. But imagine if it like hit there.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a new
I'm
tailgate.
sure Mr. Van Gidsbergen could have done a better job, but there you go.
Well, Clooney Garage paint and panel here. Righto, we're going to push this little flange bit in here, and then we're going to line up our bumper bar. Let's do it. So Frankie, here's our bar, and she looks quite nice, and strangely enough, it also was a shade of Kermit, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lighter colour. They're a little bit nicer, but they're all pretty ugly, aren't they?
They are, yeah. So probably, what, 4 coats of our matte black on this one?
Yeah, we'll blame the paint job on you. And
Oh, jeez.
so if the viewers don't like the finish,
Yeah,
it's all on you.
well,
We're going to clip this little guy, this plastic
Yep.
doobie here.
Right.
And then this bit goes in here, which of course you've slightly modified on the other side.
yeah.
But we'll do our best there. And then a few dopey plastic clips
Oh, yeah.
on the back there. And she's good as new.
Now, with those clips, did you do a 5-finger discount from the wreckers, or did you buy those ones?
I think you got some, didn't you, from your mate at Comrick?
Oh, jeez, I'm...
But either way, we'll work something out.
Righto, let's get stuck into it. All right, so that's good fun, Frankie. So we've just mocked that up. We've just got to put our tabs and screws in. But we are getting there. Slowly. This bit's just a little bit out here, but all the clips, once we fasten everything, we'll obviously tighten that up no end. But, oh, it's starting to get a bit sweaty here. All right, Frankie, so we're starting to wrap up here, and I tell you what, you need to get a job at Clooney Garage Paint and Panel, because you have done an amazing job. What a transformation, Frankie.
Yeah, there's a couple of little bits and pieces missing. There's a small bit of damage on the new bar.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can't clip that in, but we'll work out a new solution to just get that to sit in a little bit more.
Yeah, just need to flush that up a bit to get that line tight.
Yeah.
Yep. And what about the back here? What have you done
Well,
here?
it's a little bit wonky, but we're not in any show and shine or concours d'elegance.
No.
And that's not terrible.
No.
For a race car. And a little bit of poop in here.
Yep.
And a bit more of our classic paint.
Yep.
And no, it's not going to fall off. It's,
Tell the viewers how it actually fixes. So you've got some self-tappers and also some little square-headed bolts on this side?
yeah, there's a whole heap on the inner guard in here,
Yep.
which are fun little guys, and they just go into a captive, like a pressed steel nut.
Yep. It was good that we had the
These
spare
just clip
bar
up
too.
into the, well, we pirated a few because we didn't know we were missing them.
Yep.
And then the little plastic, there's 4 little plastic clips under the diffuser area here.
Let's have a look at those.
And
Oh, yeah.
we got those in.
That's them there.
That's holding that nice and tight. And,
Jeez, there's no white paint under here, Frankie. What's the go?
house paint, no.
No.
It's a bit different.
Very different. All right, and what about the other side there?
Well, I'm really happy with the other side, but we'll wait till you give it a love tap on something else.
Yeah, well, I might try and line up a car next time rather than the Armco.
Okay, yeah. We'll do a little bit of airbrushing just on the edge here to pretty that up, and she's been pretty schmick.
Righto. We haven't taken this car for a drive for a while. Keen to go for a drive?
Yeah, well, if the battery will start, let's go.
Let's go. Well, we're pretty happy with this car because we've now got the rotors and the braided lines on it. Stops a heap better. We've got some 10/10 brake fluid as well. But Frankie, I think we've shaken it down, and there's a hire car here that doesn't know where it's going, so we might start to tighten things up a bit. So Frankie, stop it! So everyone reckons it's got a cam in it, but it doesn't. It's just got a big tune in it. Oh, Frankie, a bit of silliness at the end there, and Mackenzie didn't know what was happening. Sounded like a 338 going off, but what are your impressions? I think we're finished?
Yeah, she's fairly subtle, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I reckon the coilovers are the go. Probably a dog seat for a cavoodle. Frankie, I still want to get some Koya wheels on this.
They would be nice, wouldn't they?
They would. I think going down to an 18 like Clooney would be the go. And I'm still in two minds on, I love our brake upgrade. I think our brake upgrade is great, but I still think we need some different semi-slicks, and I'm leaning towards Nankang's.
All in good time.
I think so. All right, on that note, don't do it for Dale, do it for Brocky. Fix the rear bar, fix the front bar. Frankie and I have had a ball. We had a bit of a race around the suburbs there. So thanks for watching and hope this was useful.